Francesca, go ahead, one more.
Thank you very much, Jen. President Biden, you, other members of the administration have repeatedly told Americans that wages are up, unemployment is down, the shelves are being stocked, and that the administration is working to address rising prices, including in a speech that the president gave today. So why does the White House think that its messaging isn't convincing many Americans that the economy is getting better?
Well, I've spoken about this a little bit in the past, but I would say that one, we're still in the middle of fighting a global pandemic, and people are sick and tired of that. We are too. And it impacts how people are living their lives, their fear about sending their kids out the door, about going to work. It's impacting, the economy is just turning back on again, and we're seeing the impacts of that, whether it relates to the ability, unsticking the bottlenecks in the supply chain, or it relates to the rise in gas prices. The important thing for the American people to know and understand is that the president has a plan to address these issues, whether it's the action he took today to take one of the steps, in his view, we can take to lower the price of gas, or the steps he's anti-competition, the steps he's taken to address meat conglomerates who are making record profits and rising the price of meat out there, or whether it's the Build Back Better agenda that will help lower costs for working people. And what I think you're going to see us do more and more is draw the contrast. We have a plan to address these issues, lower prices for the American people, and we're not seeing a lot of ideas on the other side.
And the IRS recently sent letters to many Americans urging them to sign up for the child tax credit before November 15th. And the notifications went to eligible families, mostly low-income people who don't typically file a tax return. Give half of the total child tax credit. That's up to $1,800 as a lump sum in December. The remainder can be claimed in the following 2021. That's all done in 2022. And eligible families were automatically enrolled based on 2020 tax returns. But those who were not obligated to file returns due to low income had to sign up through the IRS. Experts say that as many as 50,000 families may have registered in time to receive the lump sum payments. Those who didn't sign up can claim the full refundable amount in 2022. The expanded child tax credit provides up to $3,600 for each child ages 5 and under. And payments starting in July, and unless extended by Congress, are set to expire in December. The December payments, most of which will be delivered via direct deposit, are set to arrive starting December 15th. Residents in Maine, California, and Maryland can also receive a surprise stimulus check payment worth up to $1,100 just in time for Christmas. So as 2021 comes to a close, state-level stimulus checks are still going out. Some states are sending out their own state residents a state stimulus payment. Like in Maine, you'll be eligible to receive a $300 check. In California, they are sending out the Golden State stimulus programs. The families can also receive more money through tax refunds over the next years.
Well, thank you very much. For too long, we have failed to invest properly in our people. Instead, we have allowed big corporations and the wealthy to access all the resources that this nation has to offer without paying their fair share. That stops now. The Build Back Better Act delivers a once-in-a-generation investment to lower the everyday costs that burden working families: healthcare, housing, childcare, education, and more. It is transformational. President Biden was elected. Some people in the press say he wasn't elected to be a transformational president. But everything in this bill that is transformational, he campaigned on. This is a campaign fulfillment. Campaign promise fulfillment. The improvements are true for Americans around the country and for New Yorkers. The bill will dramatically cut healthcare costs for New Yorkers by finally allowing Medicare to directly negotiate drug prices, by capping out-of-pocket prescription costs for seniors, and perhaps most importantly, by setting a $35 a month cap on life-saving insulin. No longer will New Yorkers have to choose between buying their medication or paying their rent. No longer will they have to ration insulin.
Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So this is your fourth stimulus check update and daily news report. So the Democrats in Congress are now debating on whether they should use the budget reconciliation process to pass the new spending bill. And more states are now resuming federal unemployment benefits. What are your thoughts on this, everybody? Do you believe that it is right for Congress to continue sending out the unemployment benefits? Or do you believe that the unemployment benefits are causing a labor shortage? Tell me your thoughts in the comments below.
Well, first, I think it's an extraordinary achievement for President Biden to get this broad support for an infrastructure plan that people know we need. I mean, we need to invest in rural broadband. We need to invest in our roads, our bridges, our airports. So it's a huge achievement that we've gotten this kind of support. I do support the broader plan.
Now, the Labor Department also published the United States jobs report for July, and they showed the fastest rate of hiring increase in over a year. The figures show that American employees added 943,000 jobs, while the unemployment rate dropped from 5.9% to 5.4%. Another 1 million out-of-work Americans reported that they had found a new job in July, and that nearly quadrupled the number in the previous month of June. And concerned with the moderate gains made in the jobs market in recent months, 26 states had opted to withdraw from the federal unemployment programs, but some state judges reversed their decisions. Now folks, for the important news surrounding your fourth stimulus check, as well as the infrastructure bill, which might include an increase in your Social Security benefits, you have to know this. Moderate Democrats are seeking pressure on House leadership to allow a standalone vote on the roughly $1 trillion bipartisan infrastructure bill, while raising concerns about the party's plans for a broader $3.5 trillion package.
Let me just tell you what the broader plan is. It says we need to have childcare in this country. We need to have free community college in this country and vocational education in this country. We need to have Medicare cover dental and vision and hearing. And I believe we can pay for it by having taxes on the very wealthy.
A group of 6 Democrats, everybody, wrote a letter to Speaker Pelosi, and they urged her to bring bipartisan legislation to the House floor for a vote as soon as it passes the Senate. The letter stated, as soon as the Senate completes its work, we must bring this bipartisan infrastructure bill to the House floor for a standalone vote. This once-in-a-century investment deserves its own consideration, without regard to other legislation. This letter comes after the Senate voted earlier on Saturday, clearing a key hurdle for the upper chamber to pass the measure. Now everybody, this is what Nancy Pelosi said. She said that she has plans to bring both bills to the floor for a vote at the same time, and reaffirmed that pledge during a news conference on Friday. Pelosi stated, "Whatever you can achieve in a bipartisan way, bravo. We salute it and we applaud it. We hope that it will pass soon. But at the same time, we're not going forward with leaving people behind." Now let's remember, the largest of the stimulus check petitions has more than 2.76 million signatures. Created by the restaurant owner Stephanie Bonin in Colorado. If it reaches 3 million, it will be the largest on change.org. And with the child tax credit, everybody, Joe Biden has sought to make stimulus checks more targeted, rather than distributing large sums of money to every American. So folks,